It's Phil here, just doing a little vlog. It's Saturday morning, about 4 o'clock, 3:58 in the morning, and well, I already said that. Anyways, yeah, everything's going pretty good still. Have been eating well and drinking well, but more recently, I'm doing kind of more tech buys, and mainly it's been Apple products. So what I'm really trying to do is figure out and get a sense of the Apple ecosystem and just get used to it for a little while, at least for half a year to a year, and just see how I like it. And try to do it on a good budget, like try to be budget conscious. And it's like, for instance, I bought the Apple iPhone 6s Plus, and I just kind of looked at it and I was like, well, maybe I want the iPhone 10, just to try it out. I'm not really a big fan of it, just on principle. And the fact that it's so expensive, I was like, maybe I can save some money and still get a pretty decent experience. So I was looking at the 8 Plus, and I decided not to go with it because I didn't care for wireless charging, and that was kind of the big sell-off for it. It was wireless charging. I kind of wanted the more aluminum backing, so I got the iPhone 7 Plus, or thought about getting the 7 Plus. I didn't get it, but I was like, okay, what's the difference between it and the 6S Plus? And the biggest difference was P3 wide color gamut. And I mean, I have a 2017 just regular iPad that I bought last year, kind of when it was new, and it doesn't have wide P3 wide color gamut. It's just got the sRGB3 and uh, sRGB, and it looks fine to me. I don't notice a big difference. I just kind of casually surf the internet, and watch some movies on it, and just stream content and stuff in the bed. And sometimes I'll read books on it, but I usually read books on my Kindle. And I was like, it looks fine. And if I just needed something quick, it'll be fine. So that reduced. So I really chose that I was going to go to the 6S Plus, and it also has the headphone jack. So I was like, oh heck yeah, I don't need the dongle anymore, because one thing that Google has done with the new Pixel 2 XL is they got rid of the headphone jack, which I was like, oh really? Why Google? I was really hoping they wouldn't do that, but they did. So it is what it is. Everything's trying to go wireless now, but I really think they should just keep the headphone jack, and or reintroduce it and let us choose if we want to do wireless. But that's just my opinion. That's not what the standard is going for these days, so is what it is. I think Samsung is still on the bandwagon with headphone jack, but they might get rid of it too. Who knows? I'm not sure, but yeah. And the other thing with the 8 Plus is in the 10 iPhones is that they had fast wireless charging with the USB-C, and it really isn't that much difference. Honestly, it's like maybe charges in 30 minutes to an hour faster. And I was like, I can wait a little bit longer. That's okay. I'm usually never in a real bind. I actually bought a Mophie that I haven't got yet, so I'm waiting for that to come in and use, and I'm gonna put that on the 6S Plus. And the 6S Plus, I was actually gonna get. I ended up deciding I was gonna get the 128 gig model, but I was like, I don't know. Maybe I can save space and just get the 32 gig, because I usually just stream everything, music and YouTube service. And yeah, like, it's I had a whole bunch of music that I had about like 37 to 38 gigs of music, and I actually had a lot of duplicates just because I was throwing things around and backing up stuff, and it just backed up twice. And so I just kind of went through individually in iTunes and just figured out what I could get rid of, like what I didn't listen to anymore, and what was not something I could just stream, or at least something if I really wanted to listen to it that much, and I would just keep it. And that actually reduced my music to 6.9 gigs, and I was like, wow, like yes, I really can do this. You know, I don't really play games that much on the iPhone on the Google Pixel 2 XL. Like I did buy some games, but I just didn't play very much. I just like to just browse the internet or do media consumption, like watch movies or stream TV shows, or um, listen to Spotify or Google Play Music, or just stuff like that, right? And I don't really do the gaming much, that's just it, you know. But yeah, like so far, I really like the Apple ecosystem right now. Everything seems to kind of work a little bit more seamlessly and effortlessly, and it just looks better. Now the functionality, like there's not as many advanced settings, I feel like, but I feel like it's a little smarter, or works a little smarter in a lot of ways. And one thing I do miss so far in the iPhone, or from the Google Pixel 2 XL, was it had a really great like camera. I mean, it was actually what I used to shoot videos and stuff. And now I don't have that camera anymore. And the camera on the iPhone 6s Plus it's okay, um, but it's just not as good as the Google Pixel 2 XL. I just noticed the picture quality is a little is quite a step up better. But it is what it is. I don't really take that many pictures, but I do like to take video, and I'm really kind of uh, a stickler for quality, so that's why I'm really thinking about maybe my next purchase after I get done with the ecosystem of Apple, like a couple months down the road. I'm going to get like a really nice SLR kind of camera, or just a really nice professional camera that's cheap. I'm not going to spend $2,000, but maybe somewhere in the $500 to $600 range for a camera, and use it to do video recordings of just like going outside and blogging and talking, and talking like this, or doing reviews on products. That's coming is I've got to do a review on this iMac, and probably I don't know if I'll do one on the iPhone, but there's just some things I'm buying that I'm trying out right now that I kind of want to do some reviews of. I'm just really trying to adopt that. And one thing I really want to do is improve myself on how I present all this information associated with the reviews, especially. And I've seen like stuff like Marcus Brownlee and Detroit Borg and iJustine, and just guys like that. And I kind of look up to those kind of guys, and it just the quality of their videos. But they've been doing it for a while, and that's their profession. Like literally, that's what they do. I do other stuff, like I go out and I hang out with my dad, and I play video games, and look up stuff on the internet, and kind of go out with friends, that sort of thing. So I don't know, I could probably just get better, but it is what it is. That's something like now, like what I'm more realizing more and more about myself is my tastes change quite a bit. I mean, I get bored very easily. That's something that has been increasing in my age. Like I used to play video games like for hours, and unless it's like a really great game, I can get bored. Like, and it's especially so true with like TV shows and stuff like that. Like, unless it's like really good, like Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super, I can't watch a whole lot of that. I can't play video games for very long, like an hour or two. and I get tired. Like I used to play my Wii and my Switch quite a bit, and the Xbox, and I just get tired of playing after a little while, and haven't played video games in a little bit. But it's just kind of a reflection that I'm realizing that my taste will change. Like, I don't know what it'll be in next year. Maybe I'll be back to Google with another Pixel or something, a Pixel 3. um, I don't know. Who knows? Because I don't. But one thing that I'm starting to realize now is that I'm getting a little more budget conscientious. I don't have to have the latest flagship device. And although it would be kind of cool to be able to make reviews, because you guys and the internet probably wants to see stuff that's new, and not see old stuff. But that's kind of what I'm kind of going to. But I don't know, these are just things to think about. Anyways, you know, it is what it is. So I will, see you guys in the next one, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.